Chelsea are going to be a problem next season.
Everyone. I told everyone, and they did not want to believe me about Joao Pedro. And let me just tell you this right now. Joao Pedro is not like Jackson. Joao Pedro is going to be a problem for the Premier League. Before anyone says it's only Fluminense, they're a Brazilian team, they've got an old back line, it does not matter. To bag 2 goals like that in a Club World Cup semi-final, and I'm not going to lie, it really frustrates me that somehow, some way, Chelsea just keep doing this. They keep making these finals, they keep making semi-finals, they keep turning up in big games. You know, I'm happy to hold my hands up and say I was wrong regarding Fernandes. Armband on again today, goes out there, fantastic performance, assist. You know, and Chelsea are in the Club World Cup final again, and I believe it's going to be Chelsea versus PSG. And I'm not going to lie, it wouldn't surprise me if Chelsea actually go and do it. They've got heritage. I just don't understand it. Like, how do they get so much money for their players as well? I see earlier, 30 million for Petrovic. You know, another clean sheet for Chelsea in this competition, which is clean sheets against Spence, only conceded 1 against Benfica, 1 against Palmeiras, clean sheet against LAFC, and of course they lost to Flamengo, but now they've just made the final.
Chelsea are in the Club World Cup final, and I'm here to give my thoughts because that was an amazing, amazing display. And you know what? There's a lot of credit going one man's way, and that's because that's Joao Pedro. Did anyone catch the goals? Which one did you like? Let me know in the comments. Which one did you actually like? 1 or 2? Because the second one was doff. Like, he smashed that. First one was like, you know, that little, you know, that RB and B, R1 and circle. You know, everyone's played the game before. Come on. You know what I'm talking about. Top bins. Well, it was kind of more middle, but you know what I'm saying? Oh my God, he was a monster. Anyway, smash the likes. If the more likes, the better the video, the more it goes out, the more subscribers. And I'm here to glaze the absolute rubbish out of Chelsea. And guess what? I'm not going to regret any moment of it. Yeah? Not going to regret none of it. Because Chelsea put on an absolute amazing display. And you know what? One thing I must say with this whole Maresca stuff, I feel like the system has definitely changed. It's a way more fluid, and it's even better when you do see Joao Pedro at the helm doing his thing, because this man is just going from strength to strength, literally. And I know it's only 2 games, but do you get it? It's going from 1 game of a cameo from strength to an absolute baller of a game in those minutes. So strength, do you get it? Anyway, it's not the point. Look, Joao Pedro is moving a little bit scary for my liking, but if it means Chelsea can go up there and maybe challenge, and I know there needs to be a lot more that needs to happen for that to be a thing, to get over the line, then if Joao Pedro is one of those keys, then, oh my God. See, when I say this man was a 10 out of 10 signing, in my eyes, I think he's the perfect Maresca player. I got laughed at. Yeah, I know there's a lot of talk about goalkeepers and Sanchez, did you see this? But who gives a crap? Right now, we just focused on that man for now, at this moment of time. When he drops deep, he allows Enzo Fernandez to run beyond him. When he lets Neto have a little bit of a link up because he knows he's going to get the return 1-2. You know, where he's playing down the wings because Cucurella decides he wants to be a striker. I don't know. But all I know is that it's working at the moment. And no, I don't think anyone's going to be able to suss him out in the Premier League too quick, too soon. Right? And I just got told he's a penalty merchant. Right? Shock. Anyways.
Just come off the phone to Matisse and he's gloating and he's living life. It's not really 4 a.m, but it's 10 p.m, well, 10:12 to be exact, and Chelsea in the final. And shit's about to get serious because they could win this. The reality needs to sit in with a lot of you people. The reality needs to kick in with a lot of you people that think that this is not going to be possible. They are 1 game away. Whether it's Real Madrid or PSG, they are 1 game away from being Club World Cup champions, bro, for 4 years. They can have the energy and be the best club, wherever they're going to call themselves, champions of the world, whatever they're going to say. They can say that for 4 damn years. What did I expect from Fluminense? I expected to be compact. I expected to be determined. I expected them to not really give a lot of chances away. But it was kind of the opposite, man. They looked a bit nervous. And yeah, they did try. And yeah, there was last-ditch tackles from the legend that is Thiago Silva. Arias tried. You know, there was a few moments where off the line from Cucurella, I thought, you know, they tried, but nah. It wasn't meant to be. It was not meant to be. This Chelsea team, they've come in determined, ready to spend money while they're here, buy players, drop players, build a system, build an identity, and they've come here to win. This is not a holiday camp for them. This ain't really a pre-season. And yes, the draw's been very fortunate for them. I'll be the first one to say it. The draw has been put very, very fortunate for them. There's no Man City involved, but you have to play what's in front of you.
Lie, yeah, this 60 minutes for Joao Pedro, it might turn into an absolute bargain if he continues the way he's playing right now. Like Nicolas Jackson, Liam Delap, watch the hell out. Watch out. You better pray that you play or start any games next season, because the way Joao Pedro is moving this game, wow, absolutely wow.
Joao Pedro. Not Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro. Did you see those 2 goals? Did you see those 2 strikes? The little flick around the corners. Around the corny and that. Around the corny. The fingers. Listen. Hey, before we get into this one, you don't know what to do, innit? Hit that thumbs up button below. Let's get this one to about 400 likes. Chelsea 2, Fluminense 0. Can't lie. Chelsea dominant, man. But yeah, you lot subscribe to the channel and let's just get into the video, man. Chelsea, they done their thing, man. We're gonna get into some of these performances, but we have to talk about Joao Pedro. Yeah, we gotta talk about Joao Pedro. Hey, out of all the Chelsea signings, for me, a lot of them have been a bit underwhelming in my opinion, but the one I've excused, I've done an earlier video on it, and I'll link this to the video before if you guys want to see my tactical breakdown of Joao Pedro and that. And I was saying that Joao Pedro, for me, I think is actually a really good signing. It's very smart business, shrewd business. Remember, this guy was being quoted at what? He was being quoted at 80, 90 M's, and they proceeded to get him for the price that they got him for, I believe 40 M's or something like that. So already it's good business. They got him in for the Club World Cup. Donny had sand particles in his bunions and that, bro. And next thing you know, he's slapping at bins against Fluminense in a semi-final with Chelsea going 80 M's up and that. What? Nah, listen. Bro, you see, now, I'm not going to say nothing crazy about Delap because you don't know Delap isn't that high on man's list in terms of ratings.
And if you can see the scenes on your TV right now, it means a lot to them. Enzo Maresca and his coaching staff celebrating like it's the biggest game of their season. And a lot of talk has been made about this Club World Cup, but I think you look at a lot of these teams, in particular the South American ones, no doubt about it, the African teams, the Asian teams, and clearly you can see how much this means to them. Very, very clearly, right? This is a huge stage for them. It's a huge opportunity. The fans are so passionate. They've, in my opinion, been the best fans at this tournament. But even the European sides, who some people are very, very snobby about regarding, they're just here because they have to be. They're just here to make some money. Look at the way Maresca's staff is celebrating right now. Look at how Luis Enrique was animated on the touchline the other day for PSG against Bayern. These teams want to be here. These teams want to win this competition. There's a lot at stake. Obviously, from a financial point of view too. But I think that last scene, it's staying with me, to be honest with you, because I think it means a lot. But full credit to Chelsea Football Club into the Club World Cup final. And wow, what a road to the final it has been, right? I mean, from losing that second game against Flamengo 3-1, I think a lot of us were looking at Chelsea at the time thinking, could be a little difficult for them this tournament. Things aren't going as smoothly as we thought they might be, but they've bounced back from that result exceptionally well. And since then, they've gone from strength to strength to strength. And this was such a commanding, calm performance from Chelsea. Honestly, it didn't really feel like the game got out of their grasp whatsoever during this game. And that's how you can really tell a team is maturing. Not just getting better, but maturing.
2 Fluminense 0. Chelsea are in the Club World Cup final where they'll face one of PSG or Real Madrid, which will be a very difficult game. But Chelsea, they could very well win this Club World Cup. They know how to win the big European world competitions. And look, we'll talk about Chelsea, but we can't go more than 30 seconds into this video about talking about Joao Pedro. What have Chelsea signed? Chelsea look like they've got a real number 9. And Chelsea with a real number 9, guys, are going to be a problem next season. Chelsea are going to be a problem next season. The fluidity that they were playing with. And also, Chelsea have made £18 million just from getting into this final. So, you know, they're going to spend a bit more this summer. There's probably going to be another winger coming in with Manueke set to leave. I assume you're going to get a goalkeeper. Maybe another centre-back for depth. I thought the 2 centre-backs did well today. But Chelsea have some squad coming along, you know. It'll be interesting to see how Gittins does. I think profile-wise, he suits Maresca ball, but is very young and raw. But what did I tell you guys about Joao Pedro? I said there's too much negativity on Joao Pedro to Chelsea. Yes, like Nkunku, like Joao Felix, like Kai Havertz, like a number of players Chelsea have signed. Is he a 9? Is he a 10? What's his best role? But I said the difference between Joao Pedro is he's a ruthless finisher, and I think he will play as a 9 for Chelsea. And today, Nicolas Jackson, man, he's going to be worried. Liam Delap might even be worried because that performance from Joao Pedro was insane.